Order. Don't make allegations against the chair ever. You saw how I treated Mr. Anderson. I don't need lectures on how to do my job.
We talk a lot about the integrity of the House of Commons and the state of affairs when it comes to the political system in this country. The last few years, the situation is worsening because, remember, 2016 e-referendum, we had members of parliament who were proactively fighting against democracy and the will of the people. Over the last couple of decades, the political class overall, all these generations that we've had, are completely embarrassing. Not just our political system, but also our country. There's absolutely no excuse for having these sort of people in charge of our legislative program. Now, Ian Lavery, the Labour MP on the right with the red tie, has always been a troublemaker. There was a bit of a clash between Ian Lavery and Lee Anderson on the left. That's one of the sound Tory MPs, good Conservative MP, who comes from a working class background, a former trade union background, but now he actually is fighting for conservatism. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Commons in the middle, Nigel Evans, had to shut down Ian Lavery for being Ian Lavery. Watch this.
Myself, and I'm just wondering whether or not he thinks that the people that are suffering when this rail strike takes place next week, should any MP on that side of the House who's received a donation from the RMT put that money in a pot to help people who are suffering? And also, do you think other MPs that have stolen money from the mine workers, like the member opposite from Wansbeck, 165 grand, he should pay it back as well?
Now, as we always say, in the House of Commons, there is parliamentary language, and you can't use certain words, you can't use allegations, even in terms of the rhetoric. Now, in terms of layman terms, Lee Anderson is right, that the trade unions take money from their members, pretend to be on their side, the working classes, and then they give that money to the Labour politicians. That's the problem. But Nigel Evans, rightly so, had to stand up and ask Lee Anderson to withdraw the remarks, but Ian Lavery didn't give up.
Please, will he withdraw that remark about stealing money? But you have to.
No, he stole
No, you have to. I impeach you to just withdraw that remark. Please, Lee.
I forgive.
Please withdraw the remark and sit. Please withdraw the remark and sit down.
I will withdraw the remark.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I do love how initially when Nigel Evans asked him to withdraw the comments, like, yeah, it was stolen. It was stolen. What do I do? But he was right there. He had to withdraw for the sake of the parliamentary, the tradition and language. Ian Lavery here went too far, and that is the reason that I made this video today, because it's to show the lack of integrity and lack of understanding of our British culture.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, you've been in here 3 times when there's been allegations made. He's withdrawn ridiculous remarks and comes back consistently to say it again. And you're not, as the Deputy Speaker, protecting the likes of myself. And I need your protection.
I need your protection. He literally just told him off. The Deputy Speaker of the Commons literally told off Lee Anderson, and he asked him to withdraw the comments. Now, you started something that should not be in the hands of MPs like Ian Lavery.
Order. Don't make allegations against the chair ever. You saw how I treated Mr. Anderson. You saw how I did that. All right? You just leave it with me. But I don't need lectures on how to do my job.
Now, considering we have bigger problems to deal with in this country on a daily basis, these idiots are in there trying to decide for our lives. And this is the problem I have. And that's why today at 6 p.m, if you're watching this video before 6 p.m, today's episode of Disrupt, we're going to be having an exclusive story on this channel about a cover-up by the Home Office when it comes to illegal migration. So definitely stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and if you're watching this after 6 p.m, then definitely go on the channel and you can find the video in today's episode of Disrupt. I'm Tousi and we are the media.